Hello everybody, and welcome again to a championship edition of the Tecmo Super Bowl. This week, the final week of NFL action. Okay, I did not show the Houston or Buffalo games, and it's a good thing I didn't because they both lost in an embarrassing fashion. However, comma and exclamation point, they both had already clinched their division, so nobody cares. One of the things I want everybody to direct their attention to is we've had Denver, Philadelphia, and Chicago go down. Their operators all knocked out of the league due to medical and mental purposes. And so, unfortunately, we are down to just 5 mathletes. Let's go ahead and take a look before we get to all these skipped games here. Before we get to the big one, Dallas versus the Giants versus New York to decide who will be the NFC East. Let's go ahead and take a look at everybody's record to see the rammer percussions of this week. So the AFC East all sewn up, 13-3 Buffalo. New England still could get to those playoffs, or they could not. Pittsburgh also hopeful of the playoffs, but not hopeful to clinch the spot, which has been clinched by Houston. They were the final team to clinch in the AFC. And San Diego still with only one loss. Denver also could go to the playoffs. So it's looking really tough and tight here. Over here in the NFC East, we see exactly what we're talking about today. We got Dallas versus the Giants. The winner is going to be the champion of the division. The loser will probably become a loser for one, but also will probably get the wild card. And we see 3 teams tied for 8 and 7. That's why it's too bad that what was his name? Do you remember what his name was? O'Reilly there. But anyway, he was right in the thick of this race right here, and it would have been fun to see how it turned out for him. And finally, San Francisco right there. They've clinched the division. New Orleans has a chance. The Falcons have a chance. I mean, look at that. Washington also has a chance. I mean, the Giants are pretty much guaranteed to get to the, well, they are guaranteed to get to the playoffs. But we'll have to see what'll come out. So let's go ahead and jump into some of these games here and see if we can get some of these divisions clinched on up. So we have a completely meaningless game here between Kansas City and Seattle, both sharing the cellar of the AFC West. Kansas City had an absolutely awful record this year. I don't know why they were so bad. But they beat the Seattle Seahawks, which is not a big deal. Let's go ahead. What is the Seahawks record? 1-15. Yeah, they almost pulled it out right there with the 0-16 season. I think they actually did beat a player. That's how they got their win. All right, Raiders and Broncos, big game. Broncos got to win. Raiders got to, well, okay. Well, the Broncos probably not going to the playoffs. 7-8-1, just don't cut it in the no fun league. All right. Next up, Pats and the Fins. There's gonna be a lot of marbles on this game too. Fins come out on top. They'll improve to, I believe it's 8-8, which will get them to the playoffs. I think. Yeah, 8-8. Of course, New England might go to the playoffs too. We can see now Denver's pretty much been knocked out of contention by their stanky performance. Pittsburgh, if they win, they're certainly going to go, but it looks like even if they lose, they're going to go as well. Very interesting there, Don. What do you think? All right. So next up, the Steelers versus the Browns. Steelers win. They're 9-7. They're definitely going to playoffs first wild card. But that puts the Pats, the Patriots of all teams, in the playoffs. I can barely believe it. Okay, Atlanta versus Pahonix. Neon Dion's back. This could mean a lot. If they win this game, they also have a decent chance to get into the playoffs. It's really crowded in the NFC for the wild card. All right. Yes, and they very predictably beat the Falcons, which blow by blow, and I'm sure some people watching this will get pissed at me for keep going back and looking at the records. We see right there, if New Orleans loses, I'm not sure. Yeah, point spread. Yeah, if New Orleans loses, then it could be hot Atlanta going. But then again, we'll see what happens in the NFC Central, because the NFC Central is also jammed. Lions versus Packers. I think the Packers are. I don't think. Wow. Lions get blowed the fuck out. And Rams versus Chicago. Chicago's gonna have to win this one. Hold my breath on this one. Glenn O'Reilly. Glenn O'Reilly is, I'm sure, smiling down at us from heaven as his Chicago Bears were able to pull off the win there. And that brings them to 9-7. They are going, unless we'll have to see what Minnesota does. This is so exciting. I'm at the edge of my seat. Saints versus the Bengals. They should be able to beat the Bengals, as anyone should. Okay, yeah, I was right about that. So it looks like the Saints could possibly be going 10-6. Yeah, the Saints are in like Flint. They're so in it. They in it to win it. And now, but a feature matchup. We won't find out about the AFC or the NFC Central until that'll be the final game of the season. Washington versus Minnesota. So we've got Red Skeleton here. He's gonna go ahead and take on the team from New York, referred to as the Giants. Now, don't forget your buttons now.
Yeah, already did.
The red one is to confirm, green's to cancel, red one's to shake dudes off. Yeah, it's been a little while since we played this. He's coming in kind of cold. And he will elect to kick off. No accidental onside kicks. Hopefully not. Lynn Elliott is going to kick off on this fine, clear day. Yeah. David Meggett on the return. And it'll be a touchback as Meggett downs it and gets pretty much killed by 12 guys. The running game of the Giants can be problematic. I believe these two teams met, and it was not good for the Cowboys. Rodney Hampton. No, is it Rodney? Yeah, I think it is Rodney Hampton. You're going to have to watch the fleet of foot Rodney Hampton and his brother Jared Bunch. They have a pretty rough playbook if you don't know what to do with it. And the only way you know what to do with it is like, holy crap, on a called play, got the 4 yards. That's some wicked luck right there. Luckily, Phil Simms is not too good in this game, so the pass game is generally not something you have to worry about. But that run game can be troublesome. Oh, very nicely done there by Charles Haley, I think. Oh, wait, was that Ed Norton Jr.? Ed Norton's an actor. Okay. Ken Norton Jr., I think. Yeah, that's Norton. Yeah, that's definitely one of the guys you don't want to beat for that play. You had the right idea before it, Charles Haley. And the Giants running the ball down the field very nicely. And I would definitely... Uh-oh, man in motion. Phil Simms rolls out the pass. And a pass block. Yeah, that man in motion is generally... And I know everybody's already went out and done this, but if anybody watched my Super Bowl season with the New England Patriots in the original game, you'll see that the playbook of the Giants is really their undoing. And it's that motion play that really doesn't... Speaking of undoing, nice sack that Ken Norton gets in there. I'm pretty sure he's a junior, but that was omitted from the game, possibly due to the Japanese programmer's non-familiarity with suffixes. Oh, there's a handoff to Hampton, but Hampton gets stuffidated after a 1-yard gain. And now it's going to be the punt kick. And nicely done how he's going to try and block this one. I really like the cut of this sailor's jib here. Perfect punt if you want to get safety when running it out. Good. No, I I was thinking it was gonna kick it back to like the 1 on you or something like that, but luckily you were able to avoid that fate.
Ready, 24.
Crooked tooth back formation. Oh, play action. Pass to Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, he snorts a lot of coke and he catches a lot of passes, which is why he has access to so much cocaine. Very nicely done, Michael Irvin. Wow, I miss making jokes about Irvin's proclivity for banned substances, but it's good to be back in the saddle. Oh, pitch out, Armageddon Blitz. And that might put a kink in their pole in 2nd down 13. Not an impossible situation. They don't.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably good he didn't catch that. You had one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was. I like that you did the short pass, but it was better you didn't get it to him because that would have been a pass for a loss. Oh. Is an Emmitt Smith run going to be as good? It is. As good, if not better, than a pass. Emmitt Smith, nice run right there. Scared the hell out of me anyway. Now, fun fact here, of course, is that, what is the fun fact of the day? Oh, Open Harper, touchdown. I was going to say, if forced to kick a field goal, this guy is screwed. Because much like the rest of our mathletes here, he can't kick a field goal to save it. Am I right about that? Do you miss a lot of field goals? I seem to remember you did.
Is this Tecmo?
It is. So Red Skeleton right here, the 7-0 lead on the final week of the season against the New York Giants. And this, the revolution will in fact be broadcast. If by revolution you mean video game. And so yeah.
Is that pretty rough on your video card? Driving the graphics there?
Yeah, it's pretty advanced. 16-bit arcade graphics.
Yeah. I mean, plus the sound.
Hey, saying all those huts isn't free. Michael Jackson. Oh! Actually, it's Mark Jackson.
Come on.
And apparently, the Cowboys, by losing, I think, 5 or 6 games this year, have tamped down the difficulty of the computer enough that the computer is being generous with fumbles. However, Michael Brooks adds another concussion to Aikman's series. And he will... No, this is how I commentate. Aikman throws deep to Michael Irvin. Irvin with the catch. Irvin's to the 10. He's to the 5. He could be... No! Stopped at the 2-yard line. After a 56-yard gain, amazingly done. And I'm very impressed. I can guess which play he picked because I watched him push the buttons. Most predictable play possible. It still worked, ran in a horrible way in which he collided with his own line for God knows what reason. But he might snap the player against computer losing streak, which is currently at 3. No. Wow. 2 good kicks, too. This guy, Red Skeleton, he must have been doing some serious thinking, reflection, chi workouts, exercise, you name it. Probably doing some HGH directly into his brain to make sure he had the cerebral capacity to keep up with the strategy involved in any game of Tecmo Super Bowl. Out of the gun, Sims. He finds his... I don't know, does he? Yes! Nice 1-yard lost pass by Phil Sims, despite the fact that he had 4 other people open. Very nice. But Red Skeleton, he's got to start bringing the pressure because he's getting blocked way too much, folks. And it's making my gameplay experience, gameplay watching experience, sad. Yeah, Hampton kind of cut loose there.
That was a cold play, too.
No, it wasn't. It was not a call play. It was not a call play. You don't even.
The only one that they have in motion was that one.
No, they have 3 of them. No. Okay, you guys. The computer will never do that. You guys will do that. Oh, nice. Threw it right to you. No, the computer never has like just one formation.
Yeah.
And like, oh, maybe a shotgun pass. That's it. But the rest of them all have. So yeah, the motion. There's 3 plays for that. The handoff. They've got a play action pass, and they've got a flea flicker. Yeah, tried to throw over the middle, but was denied. And computer being very generous with the turnovers. Oh, yeah. You can't get rid of it on that one. That first. I think that's the only option for your first place. That's. Oh, well, I don't know then. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I thought that was a different play. Holy crap! From zone 6, he better not get safety. He almost did there.
Yeah.
Had to give it away. He had an open man, but he didn't have time. And it's going to be a punt by the very venerable, I don't remember his name. Oh, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. A nice punt there. Going back to David Meggett. David Meggett's going to take it from the 30. He's going to get the 35. He's going to get the 40. He gets the 45. And then he gets 47. Well done by David Meggett. One of my least favorite players in this game. Because he used to be the starter on the Giants. And he would run that stupid pitch play. And would F me up. Oh, the flea flicker. A little razzle-dazzle to Ed McCaffrey. Which is good for a first down, but not much more. However, everybody should get sacked every time when they try to do a flea flicker. That's the only, or fumble. Here at halftime, we've got Cossack's the clown right there with his trademark back injury. And you can see that the, other than running a lot and running really well, there hasn't been a lot of offense out of the New York Giants. And possibly their weakness in the pass game is what's doing them in. 14-0 for the Giants. It looks like, or I'm sorry, 14-0 for the Cowboys. I guess that's the complete opposite of what I meant to say. And it looks like the Cowboys might have the division all sewn up, barring a. Whoa, jeez Louise. Oh, Michael Irvin. Oh, and you figured he'd still catch it, but he did not. A little pressure on Troy Aikman there. Aikman goes to pieces. You gotta remember, you can always scramble. Don't have to sit there and look all cute while you wait to throw an interception. Oof. They were on to Smythe. And it looks like it might be a 3-and-out for the Dallas Cowboys. Out of the gun! He takes it out of the gun, and he's got a receiver. It is Emmett D. Smith. However, comma and exclamation point. Troy Aikman probably dropped back a little too far and was a little too... Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Super crap punt. And that is going to give the Giants some nice field position. I don't want to say that the pendulum has swung because it's a little early, but the pendulum may be in the process of swinging. ATT. Uh-oh. Gotta watch that run. Plug that hole. Holy crap. Giants threatening to score in quick fashion. And the first half was all Cowboys. This half, maybe not going to be so good. Oh! Oh, and Jared Bunch goes ahead and puts the Giants on by 6. A very nice pass rush there by Charles Haley. You saw him coming around. There was coverage, but Phil Simms was able to kick it out and get the TD pass. So now the Cowboys will get the ball back, and they're going to need to, play offense. Because right now, it feels like this game could definitely swing. Matt Barr with the kick there. I meant to pronounce that H, but I got kind of thing in my throat, so it was like Bahar, but Matt Bahar with the kick there, and Cowboys gonna be starting from their own 19, and we'll see if they can get something going this time. Last time, a little embarrassing to be honest with you. Oh, Evan Smith's only gonna get 2 out of that.
48. Hut. 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 Hut.
I'm not sure what's happened with the Alvin Harper makes the grab, despite the fact that,
First down.
you know, with those passes a lot of time, you saw how long it took for the ball to get there. You want to step up a little bit and then kind of line up with him. Because that, I mean, you saw the dude rush towards him. I thought he wasn't going to catch it.
Hut. Hut. Hut.
But he got really unlucky and he got picked. Emmitt Smith with a nice reception there. And now looks like the Cowboys getting on that offense right now. It's looking good for them. It's looking better.
Red 24.
And they definitely, if they win this, they're going to get that first round bye. As the AFC Central, or NFC Central, excuse me, has not been sewn up. Nice run by Emmitt Smith there. And the Cowboys are marching towards the end zone. If they score, it'll be very difficult for the Giants to get back in. But I think that it would be prudent for the Red Skeleton to be thinking, how can I not fumble? Because that shit has been known to happen. This drive could be stalling right now. And it's looking like a long-ass field goal. That run is not working. Just in case you were unawares. Well, last quarter here, 3rd down and 15. The Cowboys very far from field goal, or they're in field goal range, but maybe not in making field goal range. Oh, wow. Yep, and it looks like Lawrence Taylor in the dying years of his career. Yeah, I don't know if he could. That was probably not a good idea, because I don't know if. All right, from the shield, Lynn Elliott. That does not look too good. Oh, it goes! I'll be damned. That looked like it was a little off, but it was actually pretty well done. Red Skeleton went ahead and waited that one out. It's a 2-possession game. Very nicely done. We'll see how defensively things go for him. But, you know, that was really something that he was able to hit that field goal. He did not have much luck with that in the regular season. Here in the 18th week, though, a very long field goal that I didn't even know if, because some kickers can't get that far. Oh,
Come on.
Rodney Hampton.
First down.
I'm going to change the strategy a little with that play and never call the run or never call the pass again. Because, I mean, seriously, they're killing you with the run. Oh, I get you guys every time. At least not that badly. Like, their passing is not anything to really worry about too much. The running is... Oh, out of the gun again. Yeah, I've got him again. Like, I'm telling you, you can call that play. You don't have to call it. You figure it out every single time when they're going to do it. You got to watch that line. Because that play should be like a 4-yard loss every time they do it. But anyway, in any case. The same formation. Don't call that play. You should be able to just watch it. You'll know it. But it's disgusting they tried to call that play on you again. They got a lot scarier plays than that. All those run plays scare me. Oh, Phil Simms takes a dive. They're in a lot of trouble. As it's going to be 3rd and long. And not much time left. They need to score a touchdown. They need to get the ball back. And they need to at least get a field goal. Which, thanks to the kicking skills of Lynn Elliott, made it into a 2-possession game. Too much razzle. Not enough dazzle. And Vincent Smith Makes Phil Simms pay for that stupid flea flicker. Well, they're not going to go for the field goal. They're going to go all out.
Round 52.
Oh, and Phil Simms gets sacked, and that's a side change, folks. As it's known in football, that's the official term, side change. And we're going to go ahead. We've only got a couple minutes left in regulation. It'll be tough. The Cowboys will blow this.
First down.
So I'm going to imagine they're probably going to win this one. If they want, they can score again to make it look like it was never close, which would be pretty sweet.
48. Hut, hut, hut.
Oh. Nice. He got the pass off before he ate the pavement there, and Michael Irvin goes ahead and he decides to catch it.
Time to wake up. Do the
143.
Rose Jim.
Hut, hut, hut. Alvin Harper gets the catch, but gets tangled up. And they are 11 yards from the scoring zone.
Red 24. Red 24.
We'll see if they can put another one on the board. Just for the hell of it, really. And they will! Jay Novacek with a fantabulous reception there in the end zone. And he makes it look like this game was actually a blowout, but in reality, it was not a blowout. It was pretty dicey there for a while. When that second half began, and somebody did the 3 and out, and somebody else scored immediately, I was thinking that was the end of the road for the Dallas Cowboys. Luckily, that was premature. We'll see the New York Giants in the playoffs, of course. But let's go ahead and watch the celebratory cutscene here as we see that they have clinched the division. In fact, are you ready? Yes, the Dallas Cowboys NFC East champions, which was expected, but he sure made it painful. Next game we'll be seeing is Tampa Bay versus Sandog, a meaningless game, at least as far as I'm concerned. So you see there, it looks like the Giants for sure are going to the playoffs. No, it doesn't look like it. They are, okay? Yeah, so it's going to be the Saints and the Giants in the playoffs. And then we've got 9-7 Atlanta. Detroit's not going. But Minnesota might. And Chicago might. This is crazy, folks. Absolutely insane. I don't even know what to say. And let's go ahead and look at this one more time. So Miami and New England are going. Pittsburgh's going. And Denver's got to stay at home. Sorry, Jones. Alright, folks. So, hope you'll join us for the next game. It's going to be exciting, although... Yeah, Sandy, I don't know if I think I am going to record that just because they only got one loss, and then he's using Junior Seau to make up for the fact that the computer's cheating like crazy at this point. Alright. Well, good night, folks. See you later.